Y'all thought I was gonna come out of quarantine looking like this? Before we get started with this video, a few things need to be addressed. It is no secret what is going on in the world right now. The murder of George Floyd has caused a well-deserved uproar all across the globe. Protests have erupted in so many countries, not only the US. England, Syria, Japan, Germany, France, Spain, Greece. So many countries have stood against the treatment that Black people encounter. Changes have come from this, but there's so much more that needs to be done. Breonna Taylor's murderers have not even been arrested either. You can sign a petition. You can donate to causes supporting Black lives. You can educate yourself as well as others. There are videos on YouTube where all the ad revenue will be donated, so you can definitely support that way by streaming them. Many of these things will be listed down below, so please, please, please check them out. I hate to put a damper on your mood if I did, but I'm sure this video will lighten up your mood. So let's move right along. Okay, so you guys remember the person you saw at the beginning of this video? Yeah, erase her from your mind because she is long gone after this transformation. We are going to be doing a whole makeover for my hair and my face. And even my nails need a makeover. I've been treating myself the best throughout this quarantine and it shows. But to get started, I went ahead and gave my hair a good wash and clean just to get ready for this beauty refinement that we're about to receive. And the first thing I'm going to do is blow it out. I started off by sectioning my hair into 4 sections and clipping each little section away. Then I'm brushing out each section to just make sure that my hair is fully detangled and that it slips through the brush easily before I start blowing it out. The only reason why I'm blowing it out though is because I know I'm gonna want to do another style or braid my hair after I'm done wearing these wigs, so I just want to make sure that my hair is blown out. It just helps with a good transition to other hairstyles. Usually, honestly, I just cornrow it in my shower to save time like I did in my natural hair video, but yeah, I wanted to knock out 2 birds with 1 stone. Once it's all blown out, then I go straight into cornrows. I'm moving quickly through all of this because I just feel like it's boring and repetitive. Yeah, all the fun stuff is coming, I promise. But I'm cornrowing my hair into small little braids. I did 12 in total. You don't have to do this many, just as long as your braids are super flat, you know, that's literally all that matters. And your braids don't have to be perfect either. Like, no one has seen these besides me and you. Okay. But once my rows are all corned, why did I say that? Once my cornrows are all done, basically once it's all done, I'm looking a bit more presentable now. And it's time to get this wig ready. Now this beautiful unit is from eVeRydAy Hair, and man, this wig speaks for itself. Like, these curls are so easy to work with. The lace is a certified magician because the disappearing act this thing does on my skin is crazy. But anyways, I'm combing out all of my full grown baby hairs. I'm doing little quotations so that they don't get mixed up with the rest of the hair while I style it. I also decided I wanted to go for a side part to kind of switch things up a little bit. Y'all will really see me struggle with this parting, so please do not hesitate to take it off the canvas head and put it on your head so you can get a better idea of what it's going to look like on your head as well. But I'm using this wax stick from the beauty supply to just kind of aid in giving me a silky flat look. These wax sticks make such a huge difference. But yeah, I'm going to be doing the same thing on the other side, but this time I'm going in very small sections and just doing the same thing over and over again. I wanted a really, really flat look at the top, and I feel like this is mandatory because if you've noticed, when you get your frontals, all the hair is kind of going the same direction, and it seems to stay that way even after you've washed it. Or like, you know, when you do a middle part and you see that one side lays flatly easily, but then the other side is a little humpy. Yeah, when they make these frontals, they make all the hairs go in the same direction, literally. So it's important to hot comb it and use these wax sticks to make it just look a lot better. We don't want to give helmet head aesthetics, you know? Once I'm all done with that, I'm pretty satisfied with the way it looks, and I wanted to show you guys how I put my elastic band on, and I make sure that this is tight. Not like headache tight, but like tight enough to where I'm able to achieve a seemingly glueless unit. So yeah, I just sew them down right by the ear tabs so that your unit is being pulled down flatly from both sides. If your elastic band is too loose, I promise it won't help much, so just kind of make sure it's, you know, the right fitting. So with some freeze blast spray, I'm going to be spraying all over my edges and combing that or brushing it backwards. Then I'm slicking it and holding it down with my hands while I blow dry it so that, you know, my hair won't curl back up. And I do this one side at a time. And girl, once I throw this wig on, disappearing act. Like I said, this wig speaks for itself. With the help of the elastic band, I don't have to do much at all except for spray the sides down. Y'all know these ear tabs are so stubborn, but I make sure that everything is placed well, and y'all will see me struggle again with the parting for a good 5 minutes. But once I'm satisfied with the way it looks, then I'll just cut off all the extra hairs off the baby hairs. So I'm spraying the flaps down with got to be freeze blast spray again, and I'm making sure I'm combing out the edges and the hair at the back as well before the product has time to dry. We don't want to give that crunchy effect that the spray gives. We just want it to hold our lace down. You can definitely spray it on your skin and wait for it to get tacky, then place your lace on top of it. Honestly, either way works fine. Now to do my edges, I honestly just keep playing around with it until it looks decent enough, and girl, I struggled with this one too. I used some foaming spray to lay them down, and it took me a minute to get it how I wanted, but once I did, I just wrapped it down with a wrap thingy, anything like silky. And once I have it all tied up, then it's time to proceed to making these curls look pretty. My goal with this look was to still have the volume of the curls, but I didn't want it to be too overpowering, and I still wanted the definition of the curls to really shine through as well. So I simply used a spray bottle with a mixture of water and conditioner, and also used some of the foaming spray that I used to lay my edges as well. And I'm combing it all together with a rat tail comb, making sure that the curls are cohesive. And now that our hair is prepped and setting, we're going to move right on to my favorite part, and that is the makeup. I'm starting with priming my face with this glorious little product from nyxcosmetics. I'm sure you guys have heard of it by now. Honestly, who hasn't? I'm not gonna lie, this reminds me of how makeup store employees would describe their products. Quick little story time, okay? So if you know me, you know that I've never worked an actual job before. I've been profiting from doing hair since I was 14. So I wanted to get a different experience my second semester of college. So I chose to work in an area of expertise, quotation marks, that I was pretty familiar with. So I decided to work at Ulta, and I only lasted 4 months, literally not long at all. It's safe to say that it's not for me, but I just learned how fake the employees were and how they would say anything just to sell a product, as if the money was going into their own pockets. They say things like, "Oh my god, girl, I love this product. It has 0.02 hyaluronic acid, which is so good for your skin. It hydrates and plumps your skin. It makes you glow from within." They would also say things like, "I use it every morning as soon as I wake up, just as a little refresher for my skin," knowing good and well they've never used this product before. They would honestly just throw in fancy descriptive words just to confuse you, make you feel good, and sell you the product. But it was such an eye-opener. Like, I saw right through everything. But I'm going off on a tangent, back to this makeup. As you can see, I have concealed my face with the Too Faced concealer in Butterscotch, and then I went straight into blending out that concealer as well as my nose contour. I'm not gonna lie, the toughest part about doing my makeup is probably getting my nose contour to not look too crazy, but I'm learning every day to define my nose better for my nose shape. I'm setting my under eye with lauramercier translucent setting powder, and I set this first before I bake. I know this looks a little bit crazy, but I promise once we dust it off and set with setting spray, it's going to look a lot more natural. I then bronzed, contoured, blush, whatever you want to call it, using the juviasplace blush palette. And I do the same thing with my eyes, and I just drag it down towards my nose just so that everything kind of flows together. Now, my most prized possession for this video are probably these lashes from Lush Hour Cosmetics. They add such a dramatic effect to this look without giving it that crazy 25mm lash look. And then I proceed to lining my lips with my eyebrow pencil, but I'm starting to think that maybe I should just invest in a good lip liner because this was looking too silly for my liking, but I fixed that up quickly. I added some NYX lipstick to the center of my lips as well as some gloss to seal the deal, and once my face is set with some setting spray, we have unlocked a new level of ourselves. Honestly, what a transformation this was. Like, we transformed from a whole village girl taking commands to the one giving it. Not village girl giving it, but You know what I mean. But honestly, haters will say this is catfishing, but I don't think there's anything wrong with enhancing your beauty. Like, we're beautiful on both sides of the spectrum, and there's nothing anybody can say about it. Definitely do take some time to pamper yourself and just give yourself a makeover during this quarantine. It is such a mood changer. But anyways, I hope you guys loved this video, and show me some love down below. It really helps me out. With that being said, don't forget to be good to yourself with everything that is going on in this world. Disconnect for some time if you need to. You honestly deserve it. Also, be on the lookout for some more exciting videos coming your way, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.